Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Carr now on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 38 yards. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a second down throw for Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. From the red zone now, Winston. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, it's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right. Now the ball comes loose. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Seven, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's the backup Gabbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No. Not at all.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 3rd down, Winston forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. Jameis again. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Winston. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set. To begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Gabbard. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jameis now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So following the interception, here's Gabbard.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Gabbard on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Gabbard.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down throw for Gabbard.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Gabbard now to throw on first down.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gabbard here again.
Able to find Gray here.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the deep.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, Parker, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Winston's throw on target to James.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason.
Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Saints. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Gabbard. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Bryan Edwards, 28 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now here comes Kansas City.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Gabbard now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Gabbard.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Bryan Edwards in this offense, helmets on and ready to go again.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right,
a leap, and he will make the catch. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Winston.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Winston. Buying time to his left.
his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw is Winston. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Gabbert now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Desperation time. Gabbert on 4th. Well, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. First down, Gabbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gabbert. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Again, it's Gabbert. That one caught by Rice. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, Gabbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome. You back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Gabbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. Winston here to throw. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Winston. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.